There's 7 anyway. 7 with that is he has given an example with 7 ways of making offerings, and then that is you're going to make this offering till the enlightenment, and you must have full firm commitment that you will not get back from the aspiration for enlightenment. Right? And then kunjosumla rateji kumul sar tsune temo yawa chenin hambotabule sum chas. Then at the beginning, what you should do is you take refuge in 3 jewels 3 times. While you are taking refuge in 3 jewels, you must do it with deep faith in 3 jewels, and then your physical posture should be the right knee should touch the floor, and the left knee can be bended. So that is practiced in India. But you can sit down in lotus posture, and you can do it. Or you have any posture in Chinese tradition, you can do it. That's what I believe. Okay. Then listen, and then 38. She need to mind what she's doing. This is she need to be it. Now you should try frequently you have to try frequently to get the state of karma abiding, samatha, what they call meditation state. This meditation state is called samatha in Pali and Sanskrit, and in Tibetan it's called Hine. The Shi means calm. The mind becomes very calm. It doesn't go here and there. It cannot be distracted by any kind of disturbances, and it stays on one subject. So it is called also single-pointed meditation. But literally it is come abiding, So without having this state of mind, come abiding state of mind, you will not be able to get the power of clairvoyance. Therefore, you must try very frequently to get the state of come abiding. Okay? The mind state of come abiding. The samatha. Shine yala nam yambe rabdo beda kongchika lo toga vayne easy to believe. Then 39, okay? And then 40 also. This is thinking so you will soon be yala legni pipa karom chiklaya in gele shabasha. So if you are not properly practiced to get this state of karma abiding, then if you don't know the proper method, the correct method to develop karma abiding, then even you try for thousands of years, you will not be able to get the concentration power. So therefore, you must keep your mind on an object, on a virtuous object, on one virtuous object. You must keep your mind on that object. And then you should try to develop your concentration. So you must practice in this way, as explained in in the meditation chapter in the sutra, right? So this is what they say, the collection of meditative stabilization chapter. Okay, so according to that chapter, you must practice keeping your mind on one virtuous object, go to higher, stages. So there is a concentration. Come up by it. So if you are practicing, if you would like to practice, start to practice Kama Bhati, then you can start with that kind of meditation. And then you need proper posture, because all the causes to be met. Only then you can get the result that we have taught many times, right? And everything is dependent on many things. This Kama Bhati is also dependent on mind concentration, but we are totally dependent on our body. So body postures are very important to make mind alert, mind clear, mind powerful. A lot of things depend on body posture also. So the proper body posture with seven Bharachana, 7 features of Bharachana posture. With that, you should meditate. And then at the beginning, you should do the sessions, meditation sessions. It should be very short. If you make it long, then you can get tired, and then within 2 days you will come out from the retreat. Within 3 days you get tired. So within 2-3 days it will not be, we will not be attained. So earlier it used to say you can attain Kama-Bhati state of mind within 6 months. If you seriously engage into that practice. But nowadays there are so many obstacles, they are not able to do within 6 months. But maybe it's 1 year or 2 years we can do it. So anyway, if you want to do it, you should do it in very short time. Like at the very beginning, it is advised to do it for a few minutes and then take a break. Then few minutes, take a break. Few minutes, take a break, and then you take another session. You end the session, and then you take another session after 1 hour. But during that hour, you make many short sessions. That is advised. So that will help you not to get tired with the meditation. And then when you achieve Kama-Bhati mind, state of Kama-Bhati mind, then you can concentrate on one object as long as you wish. 8 hours, 9 hours, 24 hours, 1 week, 2 weeks. You never get tired. You don't need food. It is a great bliss sort of. Not really, but a lot, immense joy is there. So the joy of inner joy is much more higher than the so-called the enjoyment, what we call. So when you are in that, then you can you don't need anything. You just can enjoy for hours. But that is not for us. For us, we have to just. So these Hindu practitioners or the other practitioners, mainly they get this power, and then they try to be peaceful, and because they don't get sick. they don't get hungry, they don't get cold, and their body is very light. They feel like flying in the space. So there's no your body is very light. Your body becomes very light, like cotton. So if you look down from high-storied building, you feel that I can fly, I can go down, I can fly. But in fact, you cannot. So don't jump. Okay? Yes. So that is there. But then after that, the vipassana comes. The vipassana meditation comes. It must be here. I will check. Give a Shabbat class. Now it's 41, no? 41. Then she didn't talk to me. We said that the door. She had a person, she did not. So the yogas, the practitioners who has attained clairvoyance, who will so through that you will achieve the power of karma binding. And then, but if you don't have the wisdom part, then you will not be able to get rid of from the obscurations, obstructions. 42 number. Therefore, this is therefore, in order to abandon the obscurations of the phenomena and obscurations of afflictions. There's two obscurations. So to be enlightened. So the obscuration of phenomena, obscuration of delusions or afflictions. So in order to abandon them, you need the wisdom, perfection of wisdom. The yoga of perfection of wisdom. That too should be meditated or practiced with the method. It should be with the method forever, not only the perfection wisdom, but with the method. The method means the practice of bodhicitta mind and practice of other things which is related to bodhicitta mind. Okay? Now 43. So wisdom without method, or wisdom separated from method. Method separated from wisdom. Also can cause binding in samsara. So therefore, both should not be should not be abandoned, or what that I don't know how to say. But he says, let me check. Wisdom without skillful means, and skillful means so true without wisdom are referred to as bondage. Therefore, do not give up either. So both should not be given up. That's right. The wisdom without method without wisdom. These can cause bounded in samsara. Therefore, both should not be given up. 44 number. So, in order to get rid of the confusion about what is wisdom and what is method, so I will make it clear about the I will make it very clear about the wisdom and the method. 45 number. So, except wisdom, perfection of wisdom, all this perfection of generosity and so forth, there are 5 perfections, right? All the virtuous actions are explained as a method by the Buddhas. Number 46. So, the person, the practitioner who practices method properly, and then who meditate perfection wisdom, and that person can be enlightened very fast, but not meditating, but not merely meditating on perfection wisdom. So, in other words, so just meditating on perfection wisdom only cannot be enlightened. So, the person who practices both, person who meditates the both method and the wisdom, he or she can be enlightened very fast. Number 47. We must finish it, no? The time. Huh? Getting cold? Yeah. We have to finish it. Can we do another time? Or I should just run? I should just do it quickly. You want it? Huh? What? Summarize it. Summarize. Wait. 47. Summarize it. Huh? Oh, I will summarize. Huh? Summarizing is very easy. So, how I'll show you, okay, Smati. Now, 47. The emptiness, inherent existence, emptiness of inherent existence is explained as wisdom. 48. There is no producing. There is no producing inherently, and that means there is no existence. There is no existence inherently, and then now excuse me. 48 is so since it is emptiness. If you say there's nothing, the existence is not there, the non-existence is also not there. If you explain in that way, then both will not be there. That's a wrong explanation, I believe. I'm not sure about this. Because I have to think, but I have no time here right now, okay? 49. Gompa meditation. These people are getting cold. Gompa meditation, the things are not not produced by themselves, not by others, not by and things are not produced. Things are not being produced without any cause, and therefore things doesn't exist inherently. 50. In another way, you can analyze all the phenomena, whether they are one or many. So you don't find it in one, you don't find it in many. So it is considered empty of inherent existence. 51. So in the Nagarjuna's texts, also all the phenomena are explained as empty. 52. There are so many texts which explains about emptiness. So I have just mentioned, I have just touched the topic, and I haven't elaborated about this topic. 53. So therefore, all the phenomena, they are not, they don't exist inherently. So meditation of selfless is the meditation of wisdom. 54. The wisdom should be meditated non-conceptually. 55. So through the conceptions, through the conceptuality, and all the sense of samsara things exist. So therefore, all the concept, kind of the conceptions are abandoned, to be abandoned, and then the nirvana is the supreme. 56. 57. 58. 59. So if you, in this way, if you keep on meditating on emptiness and on perfection wisdom, then you will attain all the paths, the preparation path and the saving path. So then the Buddhahood, enlightenment is not very far from you. 60. Not to you to 61. 62. So then, if you would like to practice the Tantric, Mantrayana, Vajrayana, and then you can get the power of all the attainments, the 8 great attainments, and then you. But if you would like to practice Vajrayana, then you need to get initiated first, and then for that you should please your guru, and you should listen to your words from the words of your guru. Then 63. 64. 65. 66. And then you get you receive the initiation empowerment, and then what kind of initiation you must get, and then how to maintain it, who to get the initiation, and then 67 begin the Sabbath. This is just the And the 68, the conclusion. The venerable monk, the Dimpakara, what he has seen, I have seen in the sutras. I have explained shortly about the paths to enlightenment at the request of Chanjua, the disciple, the perfect disciple Chanjua. So that's fast, no? So the Guru I was requested to finish soon. So that's the job. So anyway, now we are going to stop here because the time is getting late. And then in the practice of Dharma, the great Dimpakara, what he advised to us is first you must learn what kind of practice we must do. You must know, you must understand, you must hear. Then you contemplate on them what you have learned. Know properly, understand it properly. And then you meditate. These three things: learning, contemplating, and meditating. It's three things to be done while you are practicing Dharma. And these three things also must not be separated. It should go together. It should be there all the time. You should learn, and then what you learn, you contemplate, and then you get familiar with that. You think again and again. That is meditation. Think about what you have learned again and again. Otherwise, you forget. That is our nature. We forget. If we don't think again and again, we forget. That is, our system is like that. So, in order to don't forget that what you have learned, you should think about that frequently. You become familiar with that. Then afterwards you will not forget. So these three things should go together. Otherwise we will never learn. This year we forget, and the next year we learn something and forget, and then there's nothing left with ourselves at the end. So that shouldn't be there for us, and therefore he has the Zangpo, the great, has advised these three things always should practice together. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Okay. This is. And I was asked to give oral transmission of the 100 syllables mantra. So things are not produced. Things are not being produced without any cause, and therefore things doesn't exist inherently. 15. In another way, you can analyze all the phenomena, whether they are one or many. So if you don't find it in one, you don't find it in many. So it is considered empty of inherent existence. 51. So in the Nagarjuna's texts, also all the phenomena are explained as empty. 52, there are so many texts which explains about emptiness. So I have just mentioned, I have just touched the topic, and I haven't elaborated about this topic. 53. So therefore, all the phenomena, they are not, they don't exist inherently. So the meditation of selfless is the meditation of wisdom. 54. The wisdom should be meditated non-conceptually. 55. So through the conceptions, through the conceptuality, and all the samsara things exist. So therefore, all the concept, kind of the conceptions are abandoned, to be abandoned, and then the nirvana is the supreme. 56. 57. 58. 59. So if you, in this way, if you keep on meditating on emptiness and on perfection wisdom, then you will attain all the paths, the preparation path and the seeing path. So then the Buddhahood, enlightenment is not very far from you. 60. Now to you know, 61. 62. So then, if you would like to practice the Tantric, Mantrayana, Vajrayana, and then you can get the power of all the attainments, the 8 great attainments, and then you. But if you would like to practice Vajrayana, then you need to get initiated first, and then for that you should please your guru, and you should listen to your words from the words of your guru. Then 63. 64. 65. 66. And then you get you receive the initiation empowerment, and then what kind of initiation you must get, and then how to maintain it, who to get the initiation, and then 67 begin near the Shabbat, and 68 the conclusion. The venerable monk, the Dimpakara, those are what he has seen, I have seen in the sutras. I have explained shortly about the paths to enlightenment at the request of Chanjua, the disciple, the perfect disciple Chanjua. So that's fast, no? So because I was requested to finish soon. So that's the job. So anyway, now we are going to stop here because the time is quite getting late. And then in the practice of Dharma, the great Dimpakara, what he advised to us is first you must learn what kind of practice we must do. We must know, we must understand, we must hear. Then you contemplate on them what you have learned, know properly, understand it properly, and then you meditate. It's three things: learning, contemplating, and meditating. It's three things to be done while you are practicing Dharma. And these three things also must not be separated. It should go together. It should be there all the time. You should learn, and then what you learn, you contemplate. And then you get familiar with that. You think again and again. That is meditation. Think about what you have learned again and again. Otherwise, you forget. That is our nature. We forget. If we don't think again and again, we forget. That is, our system is like that. So, in order to don't forget that what you have learned, you should think about them frequently. You become familiar with them. Then afterwards you will not forget. So these three things should go together. Otherwise we will never learn. This year we forget, and next year we learn something and forget, and then there's nothing left with ourselves at the end. So that shouldn't be there for us, and therefore he has the Zangpo, the Great, has advised these three things always should practice together.